The moment you were meant to hear this, have you ever felt like something is missing? Like you're doing everything right, you're working hard, staying strong, trying to keep faith, but deep down, there's this quiet question whispering inside you, God, am I really on the right path? If that thought has crossed your mind even once, then this message is not random. It's not coincidence. This is divine timing, because right now, at this exact moment, God is not just watching you, He's calling you. The silent struggle no one sees. Let's be real for a second. Most people around you, they only see your outside life. They see your smile. They see your effort. They see your routine, but they don't see the nights you stayed awake, thinking, worrying, questioning everything. They don't see the silent battles, the prayers you whispered with tears in your eyes, the moments you almost gave up but didn't. And here's something powerful most people don't realize. Your struggle is not punishment, it's preparation. A fact most people ignore. Studies in psychology have shown that people who engage in daily prayer or spiritual reflection experience lower stress levels, stronger emotional resilience, better clarity in decision-making. But here's the deeper truth beyond science. Prayer doesn't just change your mind, it changes your alignment. Because when you pray, you are no longer walking alone. Why this prayer is different? You've probably heard many prayers before. Some you repeated, some you forgot, some you said without even feeling them. But this one is different because this is not just words. This is a declaration, and declarations are powerful. Why? Because what you speak daily shapes what you believe, and what you believe creates the direction of your life. The truth no one tells you. Most people don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they're disconnected from their purpose, their identity, and most importantly, God's voice. They wake up, scroll their phone, rush into the day, but they never pause to ask, God, what do you want for me today? And that's where life starts to feel confusing. But here's the shift. Imagine starting your day differently, before the noise, before the stress, before the world tells you who you should be. You stop, breathe, and say, God, I surrender this day to you. That one moment can change everything. Real life insight. There's a reason why many successful people, from CEOs to athletes, practice morning stillness or prayer, because they understand something powerful. Clarity comes before success, and clarity comes from connection. The prayer that changes everything. Now listen carefully. Don't just hear this, feel it, because this prayer is not meant to be rushed. It's meant to be lived. Declare this with faith. Say this slowly, either out loud or in your heart. God, today I choose to trust you, even when I don't understand everything. I believe that you created me for a purpose bigger than my fear, bigger than my doubts, bigger than my past. God, remove every confusion from my mind. Silence every negative voice inside me. Show me who I truly am in your eyes. Give me clarity where I feel lost, strength where I feel weak, and peace where I feel overwhelmed. Help me walk in the purpose you designed for me, not the one the world expects, but the one you planned before I was even born. God, align my steps today. Let every door that is meant for me open, and every door that is not close. I trust your timing, I trust your plan, and I trust the process you are taking me through. Even if I don't see results immediately, I will not lose faith, because I know you are working behind the scenes. Today, I walk with confidence, not because I have all the answers, but because I have you. Amen. Why this works. Deep truth. Here's something most people miss. God doesn't always change your situation immediately. He changes you first, because when you change internally, your entire life starts shifting externally. Your mindset changes, your energy changes, your decisions change, and slowly, your reality follows. The process. Most people quit. Let's be honest. We live in a world where everyone wants fast results. Pray today. Expect miracle tomorrow. But God doesn't work like that, because He's not just giving you results. He's building you into the person who can handle them. A powerful reminder. Think about this. If everything you prayed for was given to you instantly, would you be ready for it? Would you handle it wisely? Or would it overwhelm you? That's why delays are not denial. They are development. What's happening right now in your life? Even if you don't see it, even if it feels slow, even if it feels like nothing is changing, something is happening. God is strengthening your patience, building your character, teaching you discipline, preparing your mindset, because your purpose requires a stronger version of you. Don't miss this part. Most people quit right before the breakthrough. They pray, they try, they hope, but when nothing changes quickly, they stop. And that's the exact moment when things were about to shift. Listen carefully if you're still here reading this. If something inside you feels connected to this message, that's not random, that's confirmation. God is reminding you, you're closer than you think. But here's the real question. If prayer is so powerful, if God has already given you a purpose, then why do so many people still feel lost? Why do they still struggle, even after praying? And what is the one hidden mistake that blocks most people from receiving clarity? The mistake that blocks your prayers. Why some prayers feel unanswered. Let's go straight to the truth. Have you ever prayed and felt like nothing happened? No sign, no answer, no direction, just silence. And in that silence, doubt starts growing. You begin to wonder, is God even listening? Am I doing something wrong? Why does it work for others, but not for me? If you've felt that, you're not alone. But here's the reality most people never understand. God always hears you, but He doesn't always respond in the way or the timing you expect. The hidden mistake most people make. This is where everything changes. Most people pray like this: God, fix this problem. God, give me this result. God, remove this pain. And there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the deeper issue. They pray from a place of fear, not faith. And that shift changes everything. What does that mean? When you pray from fear, your mindset is, what if things don't work out? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? So even while praying, you're still doubting. And doubt blocks alignment. Powerful insight. Think of it like this. Prayer is not just asking, it's agreeing. Agreeing with God's truth. Agreeing that you are capable, you are chosen, you are guided. But if your words say, I trust you, God, and your mind says, I'm scared it won't work, that creates conflict. The internal battle. This is the battle most people never win. Not because they're weak, but because they're unaware. You can't expect peace while feeding anxiety. You can't expect clarity while entertaining confusion. And you can't expect results if you don't truly believe. The shift that changes everything. Now listen carefully. This is where your life can start changing. Instead of praying like this, God, please fix everything, start praying like this: God, prepare me for everything. That one shift changes your entire energy. Why this works? Because now you're not just asking for outcomes, you're becoming the person who can handle them. And that's when things start aligning. Real life truth. Think about the strongest people you know, the ones who overcame struggle, built something meaningful, found their purpose. They didn't just pray for easy lives, they prayed for strength. And because of that, they became unstoppable. The upgraded prayer. Now it's time to go deeper. Don't just read this, feel it, speak it like you mean it. God, I no longer come to you with fear. I come to you with faith. I release every doubt, every worry, every negative thought that has been holding me back. God, I trust that you already know what's best for me. Even when I don't understand the path, I will still walk it with faith. I don't need to control everything because I know you are in control. God, instead of asking for an easy life, make me stronger. Instead of removing every challenge, give me the wisdom to overcome them. Instead of showing me the whole path, just guide my next step, because I trust one step with you is better than a full plan without you. God, align my thoughts with your truth. Remove every limiting belief inside me. Break every mental barrier that tells me I'm not enough, I'm not ready, or I can't do it, because I know you didn't create me to live in fear. You created me to walk in purpose. And today, I choose to step into that purpose with confidence, with faith, and with full trust in you. Amen. What happens after this prayer? Here's something important. Don't expect lightning from the sky. Don't expect instant miracles, because most of the time, the first change is internal. You'll start noticing. You react differently. You think differently. You feel calmer. You become more focused, and slowly, your life begins to reflect that change. The test phase. But here's where most people fail. After praying, life will still test you. You might face delays, rejections, unexpected challenges, and in that moment, your faith is tested. Pay attention to this. This is not punishment. This is confirmation. Because every test is asking you one question: do you still trust God even now? The difference between people who break and people who break through both face problems, both feel pressure, both have moments of doubt. But one group says, "Why is this happening to me?" And the other says, "God is preparing me for something bigger." That mindset changes everything. A truth you need to hear. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are in preparation. And preparation doesn't always feel good, but it always leads to growth. Clarity comes in steps. Another mistake people make. They want the full picture. They want full clarity, full plan, full guarantee. But God works differently. He gives direction, one step at a time. Why? Because if you saw everything at once, you might get overwhelmed or even quit. The faith walk, walking in purpose, is not about seeing everything clearly. It's about trusting, even when you don't. Let this sink in. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step and trust that God will meet you there. The warning most people ignore. If you keep waiting until you feel ready, you may never start, because clarity doesn't come before action. It comes through action. Start where you are. You don't need perfect conditions, perfect timing, perfect confidence. You just need faith plus action. Now here's the biggest question. If purpose requires faith, action, and patience, then how do you stay consistent? How do you keep believing when life gets hard again? And what is the daily system that keeps you aligned with God's purpose? No matter what happens, the daily system that keeps you in your purpose. Why most people lose momentum. Let's be honest. Starting is easy. You feel motivated. You feel inspired. You feel ready to change. But after a few days, life happens. You get busy. You get distracted. You get tired. And slowly, you go back to your old patterns. Not because you don't want to grow, but because you don't have a system. Motivation versus system. Here's a truth that can change your life. Motivation is temporary. System is permanent. Motivation makes you start. System makes you continue. And if you want to walk in your God-given purpose, you don't just need feelings. You need structure. The purpose system. Simple but powerful. I'm going to give you something practical. Not complicated. Not overwhelming. Just 3 daily steps that keep you aligned with God. If you follow this consistently, your life will shift. Morning alignment. First 5 minutes. Before you touch your phone, before you check notifications, before the world speaks to you, you connect with God. This is where your day is decided. What to do. Sit in silence. Take a deep breath and say, "God, guide me today." That's it. No long speech required, just presence. Why this is powerful? Because the first voice you hear shapes your entire day. If you start with social media, you absorb noise. If you start with God, you receive direction. Visualize this. Imagine 2 people. Person A wakes up, checks phone, sees stress, news, comparison. Person B wakes up, connects with God, feels peace, clarity, purpose. Same world, different energy. Midday awareness. Check your thoughts. Now this is where most people fail. They start the day well, but lose control later. Stress comes in. Negative thoughts return. Doubt creeps back. What you need to do. Pause for a moment during your day. Ask yourself, what am I thinking right now? If your thoughts are negative, don't ignore them. Replace them. Say this immediately. God is with me. I am guided. I am capable. I will not give up. Why this matters? Because your thoughts create your reality. If you let negativity stay, it grows. If you replace it, you take back control. Night reflection. Close your day with God. Before you sleep, don't just scroll and pass out. Close your day intentionally. What to do? Take 2 minutes and say, "God, thank you for today, for what went right, for what didn't, for everything I learned. Continue to guide me, even while I rest." Why this is powerful? Because your last thought of the day goes into your subconscious, and your subconscious shapes your future actions. Deep truth. When you start your day with God, stay aware during the day, and end your day with God, you stay aligned. The consistency secret. Now listen carefully. This is where transformation happens. Not in one day, not in one prayer, but in repetition. Small daily actions equals big life change. Most people underestimate this. They think, will this small prayer really change anything? But what they don't see is small actions done daily create massive results. Reality check. Think about anything in life. Fitness, business, skills. Everything grows with consistency. Your spiritual life is no different. Don't expect perfection. Some days you'll feel strong. Some days you won't. Some days you'll believe fully. Some days you'll struggle. That's normal. Important reminder. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to stay consistent. Final powerful declaration. Seal your purpose. Now this is the most important part. This is the declaration you repeat daily. Speak it with belief. Speak it with emotion. Speak it like your life depends on it. God, thank you for choosing me. Even when I doubted myself, you never doubted me. Today, I step into my purpose. I release fear. I release confusion. I release every excuse that has been holding me back. God, I trust your plan for my life. Even when it's unclear, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's difficult, I will keep moving forward because I know you are guiding me. You are strengthening me. You are preparing me. I am not lost. I am not behind. I am exactly where I need to be, growing, learning, becoming. Today, I choose discipline over distraction, faith over fear, purpose over comfort. God, use my life for something meaningful. Let my actions reflect your purpose. Let my mindset reflect your truth, and let my journey inspire others to walk in their purpose too. I am ready. I am aligned, and I am walking in my God-given purpose. Starting today, amen. Final message, very important. If you've made it this far, this is not random. This message found you for a reason. Maybe you were feeling lost. Maybe you needed direction. Maybe you were about to give up. But now you know you are not alone. There's something strange happening right now. And if you are not without purpose, it's not random. Remember this, you didn't just click this video to have everything figured out. You felt something. You just need to stay connected, almost like something wanted you to be here. Because deep down, your purpose will reveal itself. Something is changing. Let me ask you something. Have you recently felt like you're outgrowing people around you? Conversations feel shallow, almost meaningless. You're becoming more aware, but also more alone. Like you're seeing things others can't see, feeling things others don't feel, understanding things you can't even explain. That's not confusion. That's not anxiety. That's awakening. And here's the truth. Most people are not ready to hear. Chosen ones don't get warnings. They get shifts, silent ones, unexpected ones. Life doesn't send you a notification saying, hey, something big is about to happen. No, it just happens. And lately, those shifts have been happening faster than ever. You may have noticed sudden changes in your mindset, losing interest in things you once loved, feeling disconnected from your old identity, random emotional waves with no clear reason. You might even feel like you're losing control, but in reality, you're stepping into control because what's approaching you right now is not chaos, it's alignment. But here's the part that most people don't understand. When something powerful is about to enter your life, it doesn't knock loudly, it moves silently. Think about it. The biggest changes in your life, did they come with warnings or did they just happen? The moment you met someone who changed your life, the moment everything fell apart, the moment everything suddenly made sense, none of those came with a warning. And this, what's coming now, is even bigger. You see, there are moments in life where everything starts shifting beneath your feet, but on the surface, everything looks normal. That's where most people get confused. They think nothing is happening, but you feel it. That's the difference between you and them. Chosen ones don't rely on what they see. They rely on what they feel. And right now, if you're being honest with yourself, you feel something. It's subtle, but it's there. A tension in the air, a strange sense of anticipation, like something is about to arrive, but you can't explain what it is. And that's exactly how it begins. Not with noise, but with silence. Let me tell you something powerful. Before something enters your life starts making space for it. That's why things have been leaving. People, habits, situations, old versions of you. It might feel like loss, but it's actually preparation, because what's coming cannot fit into the life you had before. And that's why everything feels unstable right now. It's not falling apart, it's rearranging. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people panic in this phase. They try to hold on to what's leaving. They chase what's already gone. They resist the change. And in doing that, they miss what's arriving. Don't make that mistake, because what's approaching you is not something you chase. It's something you align with. And alignment requires one thing most people avoid: letting go. Yes, letting go of who you used to be, what you thought your life would look like, the people who can't grow with you, because where you're going, not everyone can come with you. And that realization, it hurts, but it's necessary. You see, there's a reason you've been feeling different lately. You're not meant to stay where you were. You're not meant to think the way you used to. You're not meant to live a small life. And that's why things are shifting. But here's the part no one talks about. When something powerful is about to enter your life, there is always a period of confusion before clarity, a period where nothing makes sense, where everything feels uncertain, where you question everything. That's where you are right now. And it's not a coincidence, because confusion is the bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. And right now, you're standing on that bridge. That's why you feel lost, but aware, confused, but awakened, uncertain, but somehow calm. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? Like everything is changing, but you don't know what yet. That's because what's coming hasn't fully revealed itself, but it's closer than you think. And here's the part you need to understand carefully. Not everyone will recognize it when it arrives, because it won't look the way you expect. It won't come with a label. It won't come with an announcement. It won't come with a clear explanation. It will just appear in the form of a sudden opportunity, a new person, a life-changing decision, or even a situation that feels uncomfortable at first. And if you're not aware, you might miss it. That's why this message matters, because awareness is what separates the chosen from the distracted. Most people are too busy, scrolling, overthinking, chasing validation, living on autopilot. So when something real shows up, they don't even see it. But you're not like most people. You feel deeper, you think differently, you question more. And that's why you were meant to hear this, because what's approaching you requires awareness. It requires presence. It requires you to trust something that you cannot yet see. And I know that's not easy. Trusting something invisible, believing in something uncertain, moving forward without proof. But that's what makes you different. You don't need proof. You feel truth. And right now, the truth is, something is coming. Not slowly, not eventually, but faster than you expect. And when it arrives, it won't ask if you're ready. It will simply test if you are. So the real question is not what is coming. The real question is, will you recognize it when it does? Because that moment, that exact moment, will change everything. Chosen ones. The moment before everything changes. There's something most people never realize until it's too late. The biggest shifts in life don't feel powerful at first. They feel uncomfortable. That's why so many people miss them, because they're waiting for something that feels right immediately, something easy, something obvious. But what's approaching you right now, it won't feel like that. It will feel unfamiliar. And the human mind is designed to resist the unfamiliar. That's where the real test begins. Because when this moment arrives, you will have two choices: step into it or step away from it. And here's the truth. Most people step away, not because they're weak, but because they're not aware. They mistake discomfort for danger. They mistake uncertainty for something negative. But you need to understand something very clearly. Growth never feels safe in the beginning. It challenges you. It stretches you. It forces you to think differently. And right now, you're being prepared for something that will require exactly that: a higher level of thinking, a stronger mindset, a deeper awareness. That's why things have been feeling different lately. It's not random, it's training. Yes, training. Life has been quietly preparing you for what's about to arrive. Think about the challenges you've faced recently, the confusion, the emotional ups and downs, the moments where you felt like giving up. Those weren't punishments. They were preparation, because what's coming into your life requires a version of you that is stronger than before. And strength is built in silence. Not when everything is easy, but when everything feels uncertain. That's where you are right now, in between who you were and who you're becoming. And this phase, it's the hardest one, because nothing feels stable, nothing feels clear, nothing feels guaranteed. But let me tell you something powerful. This is the phase where most people quit. They go back to comfort. They go back to old habits. They go back to old versions of themselves, because at least there, they know what to expect. But you didn't come this far to go back. You didn't go through all that growth, all that pain, all that transformation, just to return to who you used to be. No, you're here because you're ready for something more, even if you don't fully realize it yet. And that's why this moment matters, because what's approaching you will not wait forever. Opportunities don't stay open forever. People don't stay in your life forever. Moments don't last forever. They come and then they go. And only those who are aware recognize them in time. Let me give you an example. Imagine this. Something new enters your life. At first, it feels small, almost insignificant. Maybe it's a random conversation, a sudden idea, a new connection, a situation you didn't expect, and your first instinct to ignore it. because it doesn't look important. It doesn't feel big. It doesn't match your expectations. But here's what most people don't understand. Life-changing moments rarely look life-changing at first. They look ordinary. That's why they're so easy to miss. But if you pay attention, if you stay aware, if you trust your intuition, you'll notice something different, a feeling, a quiet signal inside you, telling you this matters. That's your awareness speaking. And right now, that awareness is stronger than ever. You've probably noticed it. You can sense things more deeply. You can read situations more clearly. You can feel when something is off or when something is right. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. And it's happening for a reason, because what's approaching you will require you to trust that feeling. Not logic, not opinions, not what other people say, but your inner knowing. And that's where most people fail. They doubt themselves. They overthink. They seek validation from others. And in doing that, they disconnect from the one thing that matters most, their intuition. But you're different. You're starting to trust yourself more. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it doesn't make sense, even if no one else understands. And that's exactly what you need right now. Because what's coming won't come with instructions. It won't tell you what to do. It won't explain itself. It will simply appear and wait for you to respond. And your response, that will determine everything. Not later, not eventually, but in that moment. That's why awareness is everything. Because in that moment, you won't have time to overthink. You'll have to feel and decide and move. And that's where your preparation comes in. Everything you've been through, everything you've learned, everything you've felt, it's all leading to that moment, a single moment that will shift everything. But here's something even deeper. Before that moment arrives, there is always resistance. Yes, resistance. Things may start to feel harder, more confusing, more overwhelming. You might feel doubt, fear, uncertainty, emotional pressure, and you might think, maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. But listen carefully. Resistance often appears right before a breakthrough. It's like a final test, a moment where life asks you, are you really ready? And most people, they fail this test. They step back, they hesitate, they choose comfort over growth, but not you, because you're aware now. You understand what's happening. This isn't random. This isn't chaos. This is positioning. You're being positioned for something greater. And that's why it feels intense, because transformation is never comfortable, but it is always worth it. And here's the most important part of all. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to know exactly what's coming. You don't need to understand every detail. You just need to be ready, to recognize it, to trust it, to move with it. Because when it arrives, it will feel different, not loud, not dramatic, but certain, a deep, undeniable feeling that this matters. And when you feel that, don't ignore it, don't question it, don't delay it, because that moment is the one you've been preparing for. Chosen ones, the arrival that changes everything. There's a moment, a very specific moment, that most people don't recognize until it's gone. It doesn't come with noise. It doesn't come with an announcement. It doesn't come with a clear sign saying, this is it. No, it feels almost ordinary. And that's exactly why it's so powerful, because only the aware ones, only the chosen ones, can recognize it in real time. And that's where you are now, right on the edge of that moment. Everything you've been feeling, everything you've been going through, everything that didn't make sense before, it's all leading here, to this shift, to this arrival. And here's what you need to understand. When it finally happens, it won't wait for you to be ready. It will simply appear and expect you to respond. That's why preparation was never about control. It was about awareness. Because in that moment, you won't have time to analyze everything. You won't have time to ask everyone for advice. You won't have time to go back and forth in your mind. You will feel it, and you will know that quiet certainty inside you. That's what will guide you. And if you trust it, everything changes. But if you ignore it, everything stays the same. That's how powerful this moment is. It's not just another opportunity. It's not just another situation. It's a turning point, a line between the life you've been living and the life you're meant to live. And once you cross that line, there's no going back. Not because you can't, but because you won't want to. Because you'll finally see what was always meant for you. And suddenly, everything will make sense. All the confusion, all the pain, all the waiting, it will connect. Like pieces of a puzzle finally coming together. And you'll realize something that most people never realize. Nothing you went through was wasted. Every delay had a purpose. Every setback had a lesson. Every ending made space for this beginning. And this is where everything shifts. But here's the part you need to hear carefully. When this arrival happens, it may not look perfect. In fact, it might look challenging. It might push you. It might test you. It might require you to step into a version of yourself you've never fully stepped into before. And that's where your final decision comes in. Do you step forward or do you hesitate? Because hesitation is the only thing that can break this moment. Not failure, not fear, but hesitation. That split second where you doubt yourself, that's all it takes. That's why this message found you before it happens. So when that moment comes, you don't hesitate. You move. Even if your voice shakes, even if your mind questions it, even if your heart is racing, you move. Because movement creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. Let me tell you something most people never understand. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you move anyway. And right now, you're being called to move. Not later, not someday, but when it happens. Because that moment will not repeat itself in the same way. Life doesn't keep knocking on the same door forever. It presents, and then it moves on. That's why awareness is your greatest power. Because when you're aware, you don't miss what matters. And right now, you are more aware than you've ever been. That's why you feel different. That's why you think differently. That's why you can't go back to your old self, because you've outgrown it. And what's coming matches who you're becoming, not who you used to be. That's why the old things had to leave. That's why the old connections faded. That's why the old version of you started to feel uncomfortable. It was never meant to stay. It was only meant to prepare you. And now you're ready. Maybe not in the way you expected. Maybe not with complete clarity. Maybe not with zero fear, but ready enough. And that's all you need, because perfection is not required. Presence is. Being present in that moment, that's what matters. Feeling it, recognizing it, moving with it. That's how everything changes. And once it does, there's no confusion anymore. There's direction, there's purpose, there's clarity. Not because everything becomes easy, but because everything becomes aligned. And alignment is more powerful than anything else. Because when you're aligned, things flow, opportunities connect, people appear at the right time, not by accident, but by design. And that's what this moment unlocks, a new level of your life. One where you don't chase, you attract, you don't force, you flow, you don't doubt, you trust. And it all starts with one decision, one moment, one step forward. So when it arrives, and it will, remember this, you don't need permission, you don't need validation, you don't need everything to make perfect sense. You just need to trust what you feel, because that feeling is your signal, and it's been guiding you all along. This isn't the beginning of your journey. It's the moment your journey becomes real. So stay aware, stay ready, stay open, because what's approaching you is not here to test you. It's here to transform you. And when it finally arrives, you won't just recognize it, you'll become it.